Hi, I'm Julie and I'm a landscape architect at the City of Cockburn.
Hi, I'm Sabina, Development Engineer at the City of Cockburn. Right now we're in front of the Visco Bowling Club. It's a community facility that got built by the city a couple of years ago for its residents. As you can see, there's a large amount of car bays that needs to get built for each community facility. With the large amount of car bays, it creates a huge amount of hard stand, which requires the stormwater to get contained on site. The city had two design objectives when we were considering the stormwater design of this facility. So the first was to find another use for the stormwater prior to it going to the aquifer. So we have tried to incorporate rain gardens in this facility. The second was to reduce the drainage infrastructure footprint so that we were able to have more car bays in the same space. This drainage system was designed for the first 15 mils to be treated in the median swales. Afterwards, the overland flow path allows the water to flow over the car park and into the underground cells. As you can see, the underground cells are hidden underneath this section of garden bed, which makes it another use of the entire facility and much more attractive. So normally car parks have a large drainage basin to capture the 1 in 100-year event. In this instance, we've tried to reduce the footprint by putting in underground drainage cells. It's located right underneath here. We've been able to reuse the same area with a garden bed.
So a traditional car park usually has the stormwater collecting in the centre of the aisles, so the water is actually not used for anything initially before it's percolated back into the groundwater aquifer. So at Visco Park, what we've done is we have created our drainage medians between the tandem car bays. So to do this, we foreshortened the car bays by 600 mil and we used wheel stops to stop the cars from encroaching into the garden. So this allowed the stormwater to run across the flush curbing and into the filter medium, which has allowed our plants and our trees to get a good deep watering every time it rains. This will provide for much better root growth on the trees and the plants, which in turn will provide a much bigger tree which will shade the car park and reduce the urban heat effect.
As you can see, another feature that we've used inside this design is to promote curb breaks so that the stormwater can drain into the garden bed and they can get a deeper watering.
Although the rainwater gardens we're creating here will inundate infrequently, typically they'll experience drought conditions. So therefore you have to be really careful with the species that you select to plant in these gardens. They need to be able to withstand drought conditions. We also need to irrigate them for the first 2 years to actually establish them. By the end of the second year, you'll find that the tree canopy will provide shade on the ground, which will also allow us to turn off that irrigation after 2 years. We've chosen to use a deciduous species in this car park because in summer it'll provide the shade for the residents and the cars and shade the asphalt. However, with the nature of this bowling club, passive surveillance was a really important thing. So in winter, the leaves drop off and everyone can clearly see everyone in the car park, which makes the users of the bowling club feel nice and safe. Also, the heritage of the area was more to, had a lot of deciduous trees. So it was in keeping with that.